I am so angry about this because they are misrepresenting the message of Jesus. They are misrepresenting Catholicism, Christianity. Yeah. You know, the trans community is 1.6% of our community. And if you know anything about Jesus, you know that he welcomed lepers. He welcomed prostitutes. He welcomed the least desirables among us.
The fact that you're saying this to the most Catholic president we've had in years
since Kennedy
is...
Whoopi Goldberg and The View are so lost that they are alienating their own audience. Their own audience is often turning on them now because they are realizing, and I don't even know who the hell their audience is, but the people who they hire to be in the stands, in the audience, an actual audience member physically there, inside of The View's recording studio, they're actually turning on The View quite often, and you can kind of hear it in the reactions from the audience of The View throughout this clip, but throughout all the other clips that have been coming out recently that are super controversial as well. Like we covered, you know, I cover a lot of them, but there's a lot of them where you can listen to the audience reaction and where you would think that an audience member of The View would give applause or would cheer or something like that. There's actually a lot of like oohs and ahs, like they don't really like what they're saying. They're just getting too extreme with their beliefs. They're going too far. It feels performative at this point. Anyway, let's get into this meltdown here from Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and the rest of The View, this time about Trans Day of Visibility and conservative reaction to that. Let's check this out.
March 31st, I don't know whether y'all are aware of this, has been designated as a Transgender Day of Visibility since 2009. Okay? Yes. This year, all right?
All right, yeah.
This year, it happened to coincide with Easter Sunday. So cue the pearl clutching from the conservative media. Clip.
This is a clear effort and a coordinated effort to remove God from our society and to replace God with false gods. And in this instance, it's the trans community. They clearly want us to bow at the altar of the trans community instead of bow to God.
If you have a whole calendar, 365 days of the year, and the transgender community purposely chooses the day of Jesus' death or his resurrection, whatever Easter weekend, that seems like a shot. A purposeful shot.
If you're going to commemorate godlessness, at least have some respect for Christians and wait to do so another day. The left already celebrates godlessness 24/7 anyway, so an internationally designated day, week, or month is frankly redundant.
The fact that you're saying this to the most Catholic president we've had in years
since Kennedy
is...
I mean, come on, guys. It's kind of hard for me to even get mad at statements like that from Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. It's like, you really think Joe Biden is like, what constitutes him being the most Catholic president ever since Kennedy? Joy Behar says, like, what constitutes that? Because like a lot of the stuff that he does, most of the things that he does and says go against what the Catholic religion teaches, what the Christian religion overall teaches, what all world religions preach. Really, you know, like even him tweeting out, I know he doesn't run his own Twitter account, but even him promoting Trans Day of Visibility, even him putting trans flags on the White House, stuff like that. I mean, can somebody explain? I'm actually lost for words a little bit here, because normally that statement from Whoopi Goldberg would piss me off, like to no end. Like I would get enraged about it and I would go off on a rant. Now it's like, we're not even trying anymore, are we? Like Joe Biden is the most Catholic president of all time. Can somebody explain? Like what? How do you know that? Because he said it? How do you know? Because he doesn't act like it. His actions don't say that at all. He actually is kind of the complete opposite of a Christian, to be honest with you.
Is extraordinary to me. And Republican officials like Ted Cruz to Speaker Mike Johnson also echoed these lies. Now, are they intentionally misleading Americans, or are they just dumb?
They're misleading. They are misleading.
First, let's just talk about the hypocrisy. They're saying that this is sacrilegious when they are worshiping a man who was accused of sexual assault.
Well, he was found liable.
Who runs around with a Bible that he's never read.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Who's having an affair with a porn star while his wife is home nursing a baby. So shut up already, all right? That's one thing. Number two, President Biden, they handed them this baloney that they're on with Fox and everywhere else. He handed it to them because he's a good person, that's why. Because he wants to show that he supports a group of people that is under attack in this country. Yes. And if Trump gets in, they will be even more under attack. Yes. So that's what's happening.
Can I say something about this?
Sure.
Is it obvious to anyone else that this is extremely performative? Like, at this point, like, it makes me mad, of course, but then I realize, like, this is so performative. Like, it's very obvious to me that these people, The View, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, they're getting paid off to say these things. Like, there's no way that they're not. Because there's no way that people are actually, like, I say it every time, but I have never met a fan of The View. And let me know in the comments if you've ever met a fan of The View. I don't think they exist. I think this show is simply propaganda. I think that's all this is. Because there's no way that they actually believe the things that they're saying. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. I mean, maybe Joy Behar is that stupid to believe these things, but and maybe Whoopi Goldberg too. Maybe she seems pretty stupid as well. There's no way that Sunny Hostin believes these things. Like, she's a well-educated, obviously decent IQ level, brainwashed possibly into this cult, but she's too intelligent to not realize how dumb she sounds whenever she's about to say what she's about to say here.
I'm so angry about this because they are misrepresenting the message of Jesus. They are misrepresenting Catholicism, Christianity. Yeah. You know, the trans community is 1.6% of our community. And if you know anything about Jesus, you know that he welcomed lepers. He welcomed prostitutes. He welcomed the least desirables among us in the society at that time. I was in church on Easter Sunday, and our entire homily at St. Charles Borromeo here in Harlem was about Jesus and about how he got up because of us and for us, and he gave his life for us. Yeah. And so for them to be so hypocritical in the name of Jesus is blasphemy. And
by the way,
be ashamed of yourself.
Wait a minute.
Well, dude, it's so performative, man. And it's crazy that we're getting preached to by people who, they don't even care about the well-being of the country. They don't care about the well-being of anyone. You know, and in fact, like, you know, I'm not even going to go into that, but they don't care about the well-being of anyone. All they care about is their side winning. And they know for a fact, like, if you hook them up to a true lie detector and you ask them, would America be better under the supervision of Joe Biden or of Donald Trump? If they answered honestly, it would 100% be Donald Trump. And I don't care what you say otherwise. Like, it would 100% be Donald Trump. But they don't care about that. They don't care about the well-being of the country. They only care about their side winning, the woke side winning. That's it. That's all they care about. And they're preaching to us about what Jesus would do. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea what he would do. Like, I don't even believe for a second that Sunny Hostin went to church. I don't believe it. Oh yeah, let the fake conservative talk. I'm sure she's very Christian. Like, let her tell us what Jesus would do and why we're so wrong for wanting Easter Sunday to be about Easter instead of anything else. Let her tell us why we're so wrong.
The Ten Commandments, the first commandment, if I recall from my Catholic school upbringing, is, I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt not have false gods before me. Yes. And then this guy gets on TV and says he's like Jesus, and they buy this. Buy this. That's the
something really, really rubs me the wrong way about The View, Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin preaching to us about Christianity and Catholicism and, you know, what makes a good Christian and stuff like that. Something really, really rubs me the wrong way about that. Like I said earlier, a lot of these things that they say doesn't even make me mad anymore. I don't feel anything. This really pisses me off. Like, this makes me feel like disgusting watching this, to be honest with you.
First commandment, okay?
Yes. Well, I echo the sentiments of everyone at this table. I'd also like to issue a PSA to warn people next year Easter falls on 4/20, which is the highest of holy.
What is that?
It is the highest of holy days. And I'm sure they'll do the same outreach.
For people like myself,
so they will
it's a
come
high
for you
holy
too.
day. It's a weird day. But also keep in mind that this is some advance notice, just in case they're listening. Next year, Easter's on the 20th. It's also Lima Bean Respect Day.
How dare they? How dare they?
It's also National Pineapple Upside Down Day.
Wow. How about Bible Upside Down Day?
No, it's National Cheddar Fries Day. And it's also Chinese Language Day. So you see, there are days that take up all of our days. And it's been like this forever. The mere
Does the president tweet out Happy Lima Bean Respect Day on Easter next year if it's Joe Biden? I mean, the answer is no. The reason why people are so mad about it is because it's very obvious, like, what they're trying to do. And I don't feel like I need to explain this. I think everyone knows this. It's very obvious what they're trying to do. It's very obvious that they're trying to take away. They're trying to enrage Christians. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to enrage Christians. They're trying to create more division within the country by saying happy, trans visibility day of trans, whatever the hell it is, trans visibility day, whatever the dumb thing is called, instead of happy Easter, happy Good Friday, whatever. They're trying to take away. They're trying to cause more division. They're trying to enrage Christians. It's very obvious that that's what they're trying to do, and everybody can see it. The View can see it. Whoopi Goldberg knows. Joy Behar knows. Sonny Hostin knows. All these idiots know, but they're not going to acknowledge it. They have to stay on their side of things. So they're going to preach to us about what being a good Christian is and all this other nonsense. I don't know. Makes me absolutely sick. Let me know in the comments what you think of this clip. I find it just disgusting, but let me know in the comments what you think. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope to see you guys on the next video.